YouTube faithful, what is going on? We are on a run of a lifetime. The last 48 hours have been nothing short of a master class. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of luck going your way and it can turn a 0 into 5 zeros or maybe more. So today is absolutely Flex Friday and we're going to cover Underdog, PrizePicks, maybe Chalkboard, maybe something else. We'll have to wait and see. If you're curious to see how yesterday went, check out the YouTube short or the TikTok short that I put up. It's absolutely cinema. Brent Rooker, who I'm going to talk about today, absolute dinger. First inning, it was cinema. It was great, but we will get into all that. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. The video's already running a little bit behind because there's 15 games today and I had to do my projection sheets, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and get in the mix without further ado. Like the video, guys. I know I asked you yesterday. You did an okay job, but smash that like button for me. It's the only tool I have to help YouTube send these out. The first couple things that I want to address is there's 15 games today, so you can be very, very selective, Chief, okay? You don't have to sit there. You don't have to popular tab it up. You don't have to last 5 king. There is a ton of pitchers, 30 to be exact, and there's a ton of hitters, and a lot of the hitters are at 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, which automatically means it's a plug play. You take your favorite 2 pitchers over here on the left, whatever prop they have, whatever you like, whatever stat, strikeout, hits allowed, earned runs, walks, over, unders, whatever, and then you mix and match with the hitters, the 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. You got Tovar, Lindor, Rooker, Ozuna, Ellie De La Cruz was on here, but they had the wits to take him off. Luckily, I got him in. You can take Jonathan India. He's always a smash play. Manny, always a play that's in play. Seager, 1.5. Cap, you're listing out the whole board. No, jabroni. What I'm doing is showing you that all these guys are plug plays. I'm not saying take them all. I'm just saying at 1.5, they're all in play. Most of these studs, they're matchup proof. Ozuna, he's matchup proof. He's either going to hit or he's not. Lindor, matchup proof. Corey Seager, matchup proof. Brent Rooker, the guy who cashed it all last night. I don't know if he's matchup proof, but he's in the mix. O'Neal Cruz, McCutcheon. I'm just kidding. They're not matchup proof. Pirates are never matchup proof. And speaking of the Pirate pitcher, we're going to talk about him. But the point is, I'm saying most of these lines are usually goblins or they're demons. PrizePicks very rarely offers the 1.5 for these caliber of hitters. Freddie Freeman comes to mind. So you absolutely want to take a moment, check all these out, find 1 or 2 that you like, maybe 5 if you're me. I got 5 that I like in a dart pool. So I'm going to find my 2 anchors and I'm just going to start plugging and playing, mixing and matching, and it's going to be that simple. And if they hit, well, then I'm going to cash it all. Nagasaki part 3. If they sell, well, then who cares? I'm way up on the month. So, like Corey Seager, you automatically know whoever's pitching to him doesn't matter. I know it's a decent pitcher today, but he's always in the mix. I said he was due. What was it, 2 days ago? Yard. Absolutely smashed it out of the park. Cash it. Brent Rooker, same thing yesterday. Cash it. Ozuna, he didn't get anything good yesterday. I think he had a couple fantasy points, 8 to be exact. He's due. I absolutely will having some shares of Ozuna today, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, but I just wanted to take a moment and talk about these hitters. The main one that I'm going to talk about is Brent Rooker and that Angels game to begin with. Yesterday, I sat right here in this chair on this video and told you guys the Angels Athletics, the battle of poverty, the battle of mid, that game could feed families, and sure enough, fella, it did. And he was a goblin yesterday. I had his gobby, I had his demon, and he cashed it all. I made a short video on it on TikTok because it was so cinematic. In fact, let's take a look at the winning slip section right quick and look at everybody, not just me for once, is posting all their greens. My 2 anchors, Severino and Cease, both of them cashed, and then we had a bunch of cashes heading into the late night game, and I absolutely masterclassed the late night game, baby. Look at all the greens. Here we go. This is part 1 of my greens from last night. Stripling hits, Rosenberg earned runs, Brent Rooker. I told you I had the gobby. Oh, happy! Demon, cash it. Lawrence and Lewis, cash it. Look at all these cashes. Cash the Yerfy, cash Butler. This was cinematic. Cash that. I mean, look at how I build my contest, my lineups. I mix and match them. I use anchors and darts. You guys need to be doing the same thing if you want to have any success. It's the same players, just mixed around differently. So if two or three of them hit, I'm going to have a Nagasaki day. And if all of them hit, it's going to be Hiroshima. So you can see those. James, first day back in the cord. He was in the live stream. Yesterday, we had 60 in the live stream. Cash it all. Burr giving me the shout out. Turbo giving me the shout out. Watts tailed. He cashed. Cash this. This was a little gabby. Cash it. The strikeout surgery. And yesterday, the part one was a sweep. Here it is. Cease, Severino, Rooker, and Bassett. Cash it all. 4-0. It was that easy. Put them in a lineup and you cash. Guido with the cash. Zaddy J with the cash. All of these were given links, talked about, or posted. Live stream dubs from Wallace, Ozuna, Rooker, Rengifo, Butler. Cash it all, man. You can see here, more two-mans mixed and matched the Yerpy. I was all over it, brother. I was all over it. And then I'm not done. See, Severino, I practice what I preach. If I tell you guys I'm taking it, I'm taking it. I gave out Cease and Severino and Rooker right here on this YouTube video yesterday. It's not a secret. I'm literally giving it away. Sales sold is what it is. Tuna getting in the mix. You always love to see Tuna with the dubs. Trina getting the dubs from the day before. But the fact is, it was a great day. So as you can see, I have no fear going back to Rooker. The Athletics and Angels, I'm going to have game stacks with their hitters. I'll probably fade the pitchers today. If not, hits allowed, take them. And then I'll have mixed and matched the Demons, the strikeout goblins for both teams. They're both mid. They both tend to shell mid-range pitchers. So I'm going to go ahead and take my shot. Now you can go over here to Outlier and look at Rooker, and you can see 80% of his last 10s. Like I said yesterday, he's been low-key just quietly dominating 12 of his last 15 games. Now, he is due regression. I will give you that. I'll concede that. But check this out. 5 plate appearances against the pitcher, 3 hits, 1 RBI, 20% K rate. I'm just going to go ahead and take my shot. He still has that .39 weighted on base average, just like yesterday. Today, he's no longer a goblin. He's a normal payout, so I'm going to go ahead and get in the mix. Look at the heat maps. .300 where dude's throwing 9% of the time. I'm just going to take a shot and ride the hot hand. If you guys don't want to take the hot hand, I totally understand it because he is due regression. This is how this works. But the pitcher is mid. Hopefully he can still get it done. If he can't, he can't. I'm up piles on him from yesterday. So either one of these is fine. Obviously, the Demon's going to be harder. If he hits a dinger, it's cash. But I think the 1.5 is absolutely valuable. If you go over here to DG and odd shop him, you can see it's 51%. Just like it was yesterday. -125, -120, -135. Not a lot of books are even given action on this. We're going to go ahead and lock it in. I'm telling you, if he sells, he sells. He just cashed you yesterday. What are you going to do? Cry that he's terrible like most of you do? And then you can go to his teammate, Lawrence Butler, who was also being juiced under yesterday at 7.5, and you can ride his hot hand. Granted, it says take less here at 8.5, right? I disagree today because the fantasy scores, like I always say, are the most volatile things when it comes to odds shopping. It's pseudoscience. So you can take Butler over if you want. Mathematically, under is going to be the long-term correct play, but if you want to take over, he has stolen base equity. Yesterday, he did it. I made the short video showing he stole the base. He hit a single, got to second base, so it technically was a double, stole third, wild pitch, and then came in for a home and absolutely just smashed. But if we stay on DG, you can see all the big-name pitchers and hitters are juiced under. Lopez, Duran, Grayson Rodriguez, Freddie Peralta, Ellie De La Cruz. But then you got Charlie Morton, Uncle Charlie, and Kodai Senga. Over 11 Ks. I didn't even know it was plus EV. I already put it in a couple of lineups, and I'm taking it. And I think you should too. Uncle Charlie and Kodai, 11 Ks. Both of them projected for roughly 5.5 in the model. You can take it. We got push equity. I'm taking it. How about you? Yo, Bobby Witt is always in the mix. Is his fantasy juiced under? It's going to be juiced under every time because it's an insane line, fella. But you could just go down the list. If you want to fade the fantasy scores, God bless you. Uncle Charlie, less 5.5 by himself, -137. Framber, -143 to go under 5.5. Here's the deal with Framber. The Dodgers have been striking out a lot. So I kind of like Framber over. But when I see this, I can know I'm just going to fade it. And if I do take it, I'll take it on a site like Chalkboard where I know I'm going to get plus 2x payout and get my coin. I will not be taking it on PrizePicks. Drew Thorpe, Seattle strikes out a ton. push equity. I took it. I think it's in the mix. Gavin Stone, less 1.5 walks allowed. Meh. Pablo Lopez, 6Ks. I personally like his Gabi. I have Lopez projected for exactly 6Ks, so I think he's going to get 6. If you pair him with old Rooker, you're going to get 2.25x. Not sexy by any means. It is Flex Friday, so if you just want to take 6 and hope he gets 7, you could. That'll get you the 3x, but I think his Gabi's the way to go. Next, my favorite other pitcher Gabi would be Sonny Gray the Wagon at 4.5. So if you take his Gabi with Brent Rooker, it's 2x, so there you go. It's going to get lower and lower. Now listen, not all of the A's and Angels hitters are on the board yet. They're going to add them towards the end, and I will take their demons, which is why it's imperative you're in that live stream today at 4:35 Central. That is where the master classes are conducted. All of those contests you saw on the winning slips were given out on the live stream. That's the heart and soul of the cord, folks. Get in the mix. And to do that, you just go to CaptainCrush.net, scroll down to the gold package. Silver is just the plays. It won't get you the Discord access, which has the live streams. You go right here for new members. You type in MLB new, click apply. You get $9.99 for your first month. After that, it's the normal price, which will be right around NFL. I do offer 3/6 and year packages as well. If you want to bulk buy, you're going to get a discount rate. This gives you access to all my projection sheets each and every day that look just like this. Okay, you can take this, go buy it. This was yesterday's. You can take it to the bank. It has a 60% win rate overall, so it will be winning in the end. You attend the live streams, you tail me, you tail the community role members, you look at the daily prop lists like you can see here. Yesterday, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-0, book it. And that is where you can mix and match. These hit lists are going to be 54 to 55%. That is my hit rate. 4 to 5% return on your investment, and that is how I roll. I am a plus EV / data analyst driven person. That is how I make my plays. I do have gut calls, but I mainly follow the data. That is the only way to win in this. I'm telling you, you got to fight fire with fire, my brothers and sisters in Christ. Anyone telling you any different is trying to fleece, scam, or is just clueless. So you got Gray's Gabi and you got Lopez's Gabi, and then you saw on DG Framber's being juiced under, but I would not take that here. In fact, they already bumped him down to 5, so now he's probably going to be juiced the other way, to be honest with you. But I do think Framber's 2.5 earned runs allowed demon is in the mix. I have him projected for 2.4. He's playing heavy hitters. Hernandez, Ohtani, Freeman, they can get runs in a hurry. So if you're looking for some of those, I think that would be the one that is in play, okay? Now remember what I'm telling you guys. I do not like the pitchers today. I think most of them are favored and juiced via my model, via the odds shop to go less, okay? Which is very scary. Who wants to sweat less on Flex Friday? Not me, not you. I understand it. So that is why I'm giving you a brief rundown of the slate, and I'm going to attack it in my live stream, and that is where I will build my community contest. I do think Luis Ortiz under 4 strikeouts is solid. He's going to be a sweat. I think he can get 2 to 5. Hopefully he lands on 3, but if he happens to land on 4, it will give you a push. His hits allowed Goblin at 3.5 is absolutely crispy. I do believe he's going to give up 4 hits today, so you can take that as well if you want. Remember, so the priorities would be any of these 3 as Goblins, right? And then you can go to the hitters, which I told you are plug plays. Find some that you like. So Rooker, Ozuna, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. It's always in the mix. And you can start mixing and matching them together. This is how you have to do it. So pick which ones you're going to anchor, whether they're the Goblins or their regular lines, and go from there. If you did this right here, you'd be getting 3.35x if you powered. So I would take out one of them and go like that. 2x, double up. But it is Flex Friday, so go ahead, make a 5 or a 6 leg contest, and bless your heart, brother. Hopefully it cashes for you. Now, I'm not going to pretend. I've been on an absolute heater, so I myself am due regression. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm very nervous going into today. I'm going to keep my exposure light and my unit light. I'm going to max my Flex Friday, take a few double ups, and that'll be it. Why? I just told you. I had 2 Nagasaki days back to back for over 75x. I already know that that's not normal and that equilibrium is coming, okay? My normal return on investment is 4 to 6%, right in that range. So let's build a couple of contests together live, and then we'll get out of here and I can prepare for my live stream, which is where we'll get into the meat and potatoes. This dude talking meat and potatoes? Brother, I I cooked a mean asparagus and pork chop and steak on the Blackstone Grill yesterday to celebrate the Dubskis. Now, we do have Olympic basketball. If you want to get in the mix, Franz Wagner over 26.5 PRA is being juiced. Favorite, Bogdan under PRA mixed with Wagner over 26.5 PRA. Man, all that does is make me miss NBA. But I'll go ahead and lock it in for 10 to win 30. See what happens. If you want to tail. Bogdan's going to be a sweat. So is Franz. I've seen him shoot 2 for 17 in the regular season. But hey, we're getting value. Value is value. So there you go. You can lock those in if you want. It'll be a little Saturday sweat. Obviously, Franz is the priority. But you can see here for MLB also, it's slim pickings, but have no fear. NFL and NBA are going to be here before you know it. And we're going to be doing best balls. We're going to be crushing. We're going to be preaching and teaching. And you are going to profit. I guarantee it. So let's make some fantasy contest over here on Underdog. Let's take Rooker's fantasy score at 7.5. That's crispy. Let's go ahead and take the big dog Garcia at 7. That's crispy. He's always in the mix. And then you can see here, any of these are going to be long-term winners. Rodriguez, Kirby, Lopez, Judge, Peralta, Cortez. In fact, I'm going to make a contest with all these in there and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I personally like Lopez today, but I'm just going to follow the EV. Same with Bobby Witt. I'm just going to follow the EV. I always put these in for at least $5 just to see. I will make a two-man with Rooker and Garcia. It looks like they removed Judge's total bases, so we'll take down 2.5 hits. Actually, we'll fade Judge because Judge is due, and I don't want to take him anyways. Thanks for the bailout. Peralta and Cortez. It's never Cortez. Cortez might deal today, dude. But I'm going to show you guys why we do this just in case. You don't have to agree with this. This is just long-term the best way to do it. So there you go. Flex it 10, 100 if it hits 4 or 5, 25. Has nothing to do whether I like these guys or not. We're just following the math, okay? And this is why math is king. So if you just do what I did right there every single day, this would be your graph, your picket. 1341 units since its inception, which was a little over a year ago. 21% return on investment. This is the key. It's the math. If you did this every day, robotic, no other plays, no emotional bias, no nothing, just go buy it, and this is what would happen. So remember that when you're doing that. So I will take those contests. I throw 5 to 10 on it, and if it sells, it sells. A lot of the time it does hit. It will be like that long term. And as you can see, this tool's so valuable because things are coming in. They just had Bogdan at 19 and a half. Now he's at 18 and a half. Now you can take the 1 point differential over, pair it with Joker over, and get a two-man right there. Bang! Shea Alexander. And you know what? I'm going to do it live. So we're taking Shea, Joker, and Bogdan. Now remember, we took Bogdan's PRA under, but this is his points assist. His points rebounds, excuse me. So we'll take, look at that. It's almost a 2-point differential. We'll take that, the Joker, and Shea, and I guarantee you this is getting bumped. In fact, they just removed Shea as I'm saying that. So I'll just take his points. Underdog gives you 6x for your 3-man powers instead of 5. It's the best place to take 3-mans. If you're taking 3-mans over on PrizePicks for the same stats, you're insane. You're giving up an X of equity, okay? So there you go. You can take those off. If you don't want to take Shy, let's find another one with these two because they are going to get moved up. You see, they already took off that Franz thing. It's going to get moved up. That's just how quick it is. So we'll just pair him with the GOAT. We'll put another 10 there. Joker just got removed. Sorry, fam. I'm trying to do this live for you guys. It is what it is. But you guys can see, that's why you need a tool like DEG. There's a lot of competitors, but they're the only one that I stamp my name on it. Captain Crush. Use code CRUSH. 25% off your first month. I'll throw in 30 days of the cord. It's critical. You get all the sites, Underdog and everything else. But like I always tell you guys, all the sites are having promotions, and Chalkboard is no different. They have a slew of flash sales. Corey Seager, half hits, runs, RBIs is a boosted payout. Brent Rooker, over half a hit. Sonny Gray, 5.5 Ks, and Cruz, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. This pays 4x, and it's pretty much a goblin slip for the first two, and then 2 regular props, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this. If you guys want to mix and match, you could just leave out Gray, leave out Rooker, and just take Cruz and Seager, or just Rooker and Seager will pay you 2x. Either way, that's fine. Use code CRUSH, get on Chalkboard. They're one of the best for MLB. I use them all. Keep your coin in a central location. You get access to all of them. Doing a bunch of little things correctly will give you a big edge, okay? Micro edges turn into a big edge. That is what you need to do. I'm getting a lot of old cord members coming back into the mix. PPW, Owen, Optimal Prop. assuming many more are going to be coming through once NFL does start. But I encourage you, take the plunge, get in the mix before NFL so you can get on my page. You want to be on Captain Crush's page. Let me teach you the process now so you're primed and ready for NFL when the printer goes brr. So I look forward to seeing you in the live stream today so you can follow the cook, because this is where these came from, my brothers and sisters in Christ. It was all done on the live stream. And real quick so you can see, here is a contest that went 5 of 6. I don't know, maybe Ozuna got a hit, I can't remember, but Rooker cash, Sale cash, Lindor cash, Butler cash, Rengifo cash. But you can see here the 2-mans are talked about and dropped, just like I'm talking Rengifo and Rooker, those 2 cashed. You mix and match, you see what everyone else is talking about. And then look, I type it out too. These hitters hit fantasy for prize with Rengifo, Rooker, Ozuna, Butler. All of them cashed, but Ozuna, he hooked. He did cash on Underdog though. And this is the best live stream in the business. I'm telling you, nobody leads a live stream like Captain Crush. So with that, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you stopping by. Smash that like button for me. Go check out my TikTok shorts. I will put them on YouTube as well. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. I hope you win that Flex Friday ticket. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush this thing.